Hey, welcome to another episode. Today I want to talk about codependency. Codependency is something that we all deal with in one way or another. A lot of it's in very tiny ways, but in the huge ways it becomes a problem. So, what is codependency? Codependency is just that. You're codependent on someone. You're depending, you're relying, you're leaning on someone to get through life, to live life, to move anywhere. Codependency is relying on anything to move forward to the point it's toxic, as though it's almost a part of your identity. Here's a few examples of how codependency might affect you. Maybe you're in a friend group or a social group that you don't really care about, but you feel like you have to be there because it's as though this is who you are. If you're not in this group, then what are you? Where are you going? A lot of people do this with religion. Like some people really are religious, but other people are just going to church to be a part of something, as in that's their identity. Instead of knowing who they are, they're using something outwardly to claim who they are. Another one of these could be a relationship, whether that be with a parent, a friend, a sibling, or a romantic partner. All of these can be a codependent relationship. Many people have daddy issues, mommy issues, codependency. It's inhibiting them from moving forward. It's inhibiting their growth because they're codependent on these people due to daddy issues in a toxic way. Whether it was really bad or not, it's still holding you back. So another one of these would be substance abuse, which weed, alcohol, drugs, paraphernalia, anything like that is substance abuse when you're doing it constantly, as in you can't live without this. You're not happy without this. You're not you without those. That's not good. That means, once again, instead of you knowing who you are, you're using something else to say, without this, I'm not fully me. So without weed, then I'm not me. Without getting drunk, I'm not me. And so, same thing goes into a relationship. When you're with someone who's too toxic, you're not having a good relationship, but where would you be without them? Oh my God, I can't deal with being a single again. Oh, that's too terrifying. No, I can't be without them. Without them, there is no me. You've all seen this with people, and a lot of times we've all gone through this in some way or another, especially in your early teens when you're first starting to date. You get real codependent because you've never had something like that. But I digress. Then there is being a sex addict, which is the opposite of the relationship. Whereas you need the fresh and newness so much because you're too scared to actually get with someone and let them see who you are, that you just fuck. And once the newness wears off, you get out of that relationship and move to the next one. The problem with that one is, with all of these actually, is the longer you continue that bad habit, the harder it is to break it. For a sex addict, it even gets more complex because the longer you go into relationships hoping to make it something, but then get bored once the newness wears off, the sooner that newness wears off. Like, you'll be in a relationship for 4 months, and the next one's 3 months, and the next one's 2 months, and the next one's 1 month, and then all of a sudden it takes nothing at all, and you're just stuck to one night stands forever. All of this is coming down to the point of this. You need to figure out who you are. You need to be your own person. You don't need to rely on something outwardly that's not up here or in here to tell you who you are, to let others know who you are. Be that person. Be the trendsetter. Be the one that has the confidence to make a stand, to make a point, to make their own fucking universe around them. That's what you're trying to be. Because the reality is, this world is huge. We're all specks until known. You can't become known until you know yourself. The world's not going to give you that answer. Only you can give yourself that answer. I'm living fucking proof, man. I've went over this in other videos. I've went over this with friends, family, girlfriend, all of it. You are the maker of your future. Which means the more dependent you are on somebody else, the more dependent you are on something that isn't you, then you're never going to go anywhere. And that's not saying that you're never going to make something of yourself. You just may not make the right thing of yourself. Many people give up their dreams because they don't think they're good enough because they didn't give it a real shot. They didn't test their mold. They didn't dig deep enough to find out if they're worth that time. You need to make your own happiness. Be a trendsetter. And here's the kicker. I know you can. I've met so many people that when I can finally talk to them, get them on a real level, get them away from the charade, the mask they're wearing, they're fucking amazing. But they're too codependent on so many different things. And I don't mean codependent on their whole life as codependency, but trust me, they're codependent on something that's keeping them so safe instead of facing the fear that it's inhibiting their growth. We've all seen it with many people. So become the person you're meant to be. Be happy with yourself. And seriously, move forward. Don't be held back by something so little as a relationship you don't care about, but you're scared to see what life is like without them. Don't be stuck with drugs or alcohol or weed or anything if you have to rely on it. Rely on it to the point that if you took it away for a day, you'd be miserable. That's how bad I'm meaning. Many of us can quit weed for a week and we're fine, or a month, or a couple months, and we're fine. But when it runs you and you don't know how to be you without it, then it's time to stop, because now you're relying on weed to tell you who you are. And so I'm going to cut this video short before I keep, just kind of running around with my words here. I think the point is this: figure out who you are, ask the questions, talk to friends, talk to whoever, ask them how they think they could improve. Do it together. That's not codependent. That's being friends, doing a favor for each other by helping each other get over their demons. So talk to people. Ask them, do you think I have any bad habits, any bad vices? Do you think I could improve on so and so? Be vocal. Figure it out. The longer you sit up here, the harder it is to actually realize what the truth is. So stop being codependent. Move forward. Be the trendsetter. Blaze your own trail. Blaze your own path. Be the front runner. Don't be the one following, hoping you catch on to whatever success someone else does. Create your own success. I know you can do it. And hey, please like and subscribe. Seriously, leave a comment. Tell me how I'm doing. Tell me if you want to see something different. Tell me if I suck. Or if you love the channel and just want to talk, hell, hit me up. Let's see what's up. I'll talk about anything. But yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.